What is up, everybody? What's happening? How the hell are we? What's going on? Oh, man. Hey, Clam Jammers. What's happening, my Clam Clan? First time listeners, too. Hey, what's up? Oh, you're just starting here? Cool. Nice to meet you. I'm your host, Ken Hagona. Welcome to the HotTakeClamBake, the only show that helps you see the world through redder eyes. I'm so glad to have you all here. This is the most interaction I've had with another human being in days. I got COVID. Took long enough. You know, it only took two and almost a half years. I was going pretty good. At least of having symptoms. I mean, at this point, I'm fucking sure I got it. I've been working, in a grocery store, so it's pretty easy to get it there. That's like one of the main places people were worried about getting it and shit. It was fucking, yeah, dude. It was pretty rough. Still testing positive like 7 days later, but that's pretty normal, I guess. It's just weird to, have it, and it's just with you. It's just hanging out, doing whatever the hell it's going to do. But, man, I got every symptom in stages, pretty much except for minus like a cough. That was really the only one that never hit me. The worst cough I got was because I was just laying in bed vaping endlessly. Just so much vape. Like, I'm very glad that my breathing didn't get too bad because I was not helping my own case there, bro. That was not smart on my part, but hey, you're fucking bored. I was trying to find new positions to lay down in at that point, dude, all right? I was fucking... I did like a research study for the Kama Sutra of lying in beds. You get what I'm saying? I'm about to come out of this with a 80-page book of just different positions you can lie in your fucking bed in. Most of them, you'd be surprised, do involve the fetal position. And if it doesn't involve the fetal position already, you can add it in optionally. Man, what a fucking terrible time. And now I gotta fucking go back out there worried about monkeypox too. What the hell? I go out of commission for less than a week, and the world now we got two. We got two of these things to focus on, man. Are you fucking kidding me? And monkeypox looks terrifying. All right, but at the same time, I'm kind of thinking of it now. Like, it looks terrifying, but like it seems like they're more deadly the smaller they get. Like monkeypox is like whoa big. They're like big animal. I'm comparing it to the animal now. It's like a big animal. Chicken pox, much smaller, and we're not too worried about that, But I mean, mostly because we have vaccines that we use and get rid of chicken pox and prevent people from getting it. But then smallpox. Now, smallpox is fucking deadly. Or is it not now? Because we probably have vaccines for that one, too. I don't know, man. I mean, well, I'm pretty sure there's a vaccine for monkeypox, too. But it's fucking terrifying. And, like, Lord knows the government... Well, I guess thank God COVID is over, huh? Because now the government can focus on monkeypox. Because I was going to say, they can't focus on fucking two things at once. They'll start looking cross-eyed. And you know how they used to bully us for being cross-eyed in middle school, and that's why we're in government, goddammit. We're here for vengeance. This is not about helping the people. So we're going to let monkeypox run rampant. Shit's terrifying, man. So glad that I survived COVID only to walk into the world of fucking monkeypox, bro. What is even happening, dude? Oh my God. Total societal collapse. But, it's at least it's mostly been, pretty cool. I made like $50 off Bitcoin doing it. So it's been a hell of a ride with you guys. I'm like, I'm not even going to lie right now, bro. I'm like mildly nervous to like, I haven't really been getting high. Like, and that's weird because for like a decade, that's like my number one thing, So it's going to be very, very interesting. Like I have smoked a little bit. But like, when you're sick already and then you smoke, it just makes you feel so much worse, dude. Like literally just destroying your body. It it makes me wonder, like, does smoking make me feel sick and that's why I like it? Is that what's going on normally? That it's simulating an illness in my body? I mean, I guess that's what mushrooms do, and that's why we like mushrooms, right? Because they're just a poison. And same with alcohol. Alcohol is just a poison too. Oh man. What else is drug? What else of drugs is fucking just poison that we huffing Sharpies and shit? Those used to be toxic. They're non-toxic now, thankfully. But that's because everyone used to huff them until they died. I mean, whippets in general. Shut up, phone. Whippets in general are like, those are toxic, right? Like I don't know how any of this works, man. But yeah, I'm like a little scared to get high enough to put on this show for you guys. You know, this is an intimidating challenge. I'm afraid that I'm gonna get anxious, okay? Because it's as if I don't already have problems with anxiety, and now I'm gonna fucking be super anxious trying to keep it together and answer a question about fucking probably dicks and balls. Knowing you guys, it's probably something about dicks and balls. Nah, I filter those ones out. I save them for my personal one. That's for my secret show called Ken Talks Cock. That could be the name of my fucking first stand-up special. People, I get shit sometimes. Like, people will be like, Ken like tweets about his dick a lot, and I'm like, no, I don't, man. And then I go look up my name plus dick or like penis in Twitter, and there's a lot. Like, I guess I do be tweeting about my dick a lot. My bad. But yeah, back to what I keep trying to say. I'm a little nervous about it, man. Yeah. I mean, like, bro, I got a little dressed up for this even. I might try and take a fit check for you guys for the gram. Okay. Ooh, yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a fit check. But my mirror it's at the wrong angle. Okay. You gotta be accepting of me on that one. My mirror is a little too low, and it looks like I only look at my pants in it. Okay, but the thing is, I just look from a distance and be like, how's this color coordinating, okay? I don't want people to be looking at me up close. They're supposed to look at me from far away. Me just trying to justify my fucking terrible placement of furniture in my house, my terrible interior design skills right now. You know what happened the other day, though, is that I actually did get a little too high while I had COVID. Well, it was pretty bad. And, like, obviously, like, that's when, like, the worst of, like, oh, my God, I don't think I can breathe started happening. And I was like, do I need an ambulance? And I was like, wait, no, I'm just having a panic attack. Because I know if I call an ambulance right now and I'm just high, it's going to be, like, I'm going to look so fucking stupid, bro. I'm going to look so goddamn goofy. And then for some reason, my brain thought of this, and I cannot suggest this enough. If you get too stoned, you guys, okay? If you're feeling too high, you're getting a little anxious, you're pretty worried, when you go to type 911 into your phone and dial it, don't. Instead, type that 911 into the YouTube search bar and then also describe your problem. So type 911, I'm too high, right? And you will get some of the funniest fucking videos you've ever seen in your life. Like, for real. It is, I mean, just audio clips, but okay, so there's like the classic one, you know, there's like the classic of like this cop and his wife get too high. They make some brownies with like a 1/4 ounce of weed, and he is just freaking out, just snitching on himself so hard. He tells them everything. And it was great because, one, you know what I mean, like, this cop literally thought weed could kill you, but that's who needs to be enforcing the laws. That's the kind of guy whose intelligence you need out on the streets there. Weed cannot kill you, first of all. I understand if you feel like, you know, it might, but you gotta really try. unless you're caught in like a fire in a fucking weed field, like it's gonna be pretty hard to die from weed. If you like Scooby-Doo inhale one of the fucking joint roaches, then like, yeah, you might burn out some of your lung, but even then you're probably still gonna live. This guy, he calls, he freaks out, he's fucking losing his mind. He's like, my wife's lying on the floor, she's face down, she's not moving. It's like, bro, you ate a quarter ounce of weed. That's gonna happen. That's what you're looking for right there. There was there was also my favorite one, because there's a bunch of them. Like, I suggest, I'm not gonna root them all for you because you guys might need something. All right, you know, you might get a little too high going into this. You might have to pause this show, and that's okay. If you get a little too high, you gotta pause the show for a second and go watch videos of people calling 911 because they got too high. I support that. I fully support that. So I don't want to ruin all of them for you, but my favorite one by far, oh my God, I didn't even know it was possible to be like this paranoid and this fucking high. Like, I want whatever these guys were smoking. But the problem is you can't get it because guess who got caught with it? These fucking idiots. They were trafficking like 20 ounces or something like that. They were trafficking 20 ounces and they got into Idaho, which I guess was their destination, and they fucking got too stoned, dude. And the second they got into Idaho, they got ridiculously paranoid, and they thought all the civilian cars were fucking cops in undercovers harassing them and fucking with them. And like, so the dude pulls over off at an exit, goes off to the fucking pull off, and calls the 911 operator, and he's like, "Hey, it's me. We're the idiots who got caught coming over the border. Can you please get your guys to stop? They're everywhere. They're in civilian cars. They're honking at us and they're harassing us." And the 911 operator is just like, "Uh-huh. Oh, okay. All right. Where are you now? Okay. All right, stay on the phone with me, why don't you?" And he's just like, they're all around me, man. Just tell one of them to step out of the act, dude. Just come on and come get me. I'm done. We just want this to end. Like, can you imagine getting that high and paranoid that you are like, fuck it, I'm gonna get a life charge. I'm gonna fucking call the most attention to myself that is humanly possible. Like, seriously, dude, they must have been smoking some really good weed, because those guys are going to, like, federal prison. That's, like, a big, big crime, bro. He admitted to trafficking. Like, what are you thinking? And you know what? I think what happened is that he was so high that he started just driving too fucking slow. And, like, he must have fucking just been driving like an asshole on the highway, and people started having to drive around him on these fucking 2-lane highways and shit. And I'm not surprised at all. But to think that, oh no, I'm not driving like shit. It's that every single car that's passing me and being pissed off at me is a cop. That's what's... The only thing that I'm thankful of is that even though he was that high, he still remembered to be like, also, though, we have a dog. The dog's totally cool. Dog's not going to be an issue. We're going to get out of the car. Please be nice to the dog. It's not even our dog. So, like, thankfully the cops didn't fucking shoot the pit bull, because Lord knows, you know, that would fucking happen in the blink of an eye. They're a violent breed, just like my Bubba. That ugly, violent Bubba, who is also the cutest dog ever, and like the face of multiple album covers I have. So yeah, evil, truly vicious breed. All right, guys, I think I've talked the anxiety out of me enough. My Clam Clan, my clammy jammies. Whew, we're gonna rock and roll, you guys. This is gonna be something. Honestly, this is gonna be interesting. I'm glad you're here for this. I'm gonna fucking do some dabs. Legally, of course. I'm literally going to cross the state border and come back, because that's how you keep it legal in this fucking shithole. No, I'm kidding. I'm recording from Massachusetts today. I always record from Massachusetts or Maine for posterity's sake, just so we're all clear here, okay? I goddamn wish I could be home and doing this, because now I gotta wait. I can't just drive home. Okay, I gotta get escorted. Okay, this show costs money. I'm gonna start having to charge you guys $1 million per episode like I'm a fucking cast friends member. a cast friends member. I think I have dyslexia, bro. A friends cast member. All right, bro. I'm fucking gonna go take a dabby. I'm gonna take a dabby. Clam Clan, stand proud, stand tall. We jam our clams and never fall. All right, everyone get that memorized. We're singing that in the choir next week. Let's go. I'm sorry, who are you looking for? No, my son is much too sick to come out. Oh, the whole family's ill. You should stay away from us, honestly. Go back. You don't want to be here. Get out. Goodbye. Unless you have Sudafed. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Clam jamming. We're back. What's up, clam jammers? I love I love it. I love you guys. But I am terrified. I am so just stoned and full of anxiety. This is a terrible transition back into real life and being a human being. This is probably gonna knock like probably at least 6 hours off of my COVID recovery. So I hope it's all worth it in the end. Oh man. And I'm not just scared of the thunder that's rolling in. I'm actually very excited about that. There's windows in the studio and I can look at the thunder rolling on in. Makes me feel happy and sad. One quick correction before I get into the letter. I wanted to make a correction on last week's letter. I'm so sorry about that, you guys. I was very stoned, and I think you all know what I meant, but just to clarify, make sure everyone's on the same page, I meant that I was going to have sex with the corpse of former President and Vice President George Bush Sr. Just to be clear, because that's I'm not happy about that choice, okay? I was not happy. If you go back and listen, I was not happy with the options given. Would I be happy with the life with Jeb? Yes, I stick to that. But boy, would those family dinners be real difficult. All right, on to the letter today. Today we're going to choose this one. The title, oh my fucking God. That was me opening this and seeing the font that it's written in. The title of this is Add a Subject. It has a question mark at the end. Love that. Great title. Great. Hello, to whom it may concern. This is written in the fucking ugliest, like 16-point cursive. Like, it's too big. This is like when you look at your grandma's phone and this is what her fucking keyboard is in, bro. Like, what the it's like 2 steps away from being in Wingdings because it's just all italicized and fucking chunky and ugly. Oh my God, I can't believe I have to read this shit now. Fuck you. This is from my bandmate Rob. I see his fucking name in the email, and fuck you, Rob. Right up top. How about that, pal? Okay. So I just listened to the first episode, and I gotta say, it might be difficult to top that screenshot. I mean, a picture's worth 1,000 words, right? Okay, so he did this fucking bullshit. He did this ugly font because he wants to get screen capped. And you know what? It might work, but probably not, because I'm fucking don't want anyone else to have to see this profound evil that I'm staring at. It's so fucking ugly right now. Then again, maybe my eyes just aren't working. Maybe this is some other fucking crazy disease that's happening. Maybe I have COVID eyes. Is that a thing? Is this written in is this written in normal text and I just can't read it right because I got COVID eyes? All right, now I guess I gotta have a screenshot to check my COVID eyes. Oh man. Anyways, it's actually anyway. You don't need the S. So how about that, you piece of shit, writing me in that. writing me that. How dare you? Anyways, I've been meaning to send something in, and I'm sure, like a lot of people, I was sort of waiting for the first episode to drop in order to get a feel for, like, what I should write. Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment. After listening, though, to be honest, I'm still not sure what to write. LOL. Fucking sweet. So why why am I 3 paragraphs in and just finding that out? I think I need to start screening these things. Like, what the fuck, bro? This is why up until this point, I haven't really said anything meaningful or of value. Okay, and then moving on. There's several more. I can scroll. I can keep scrolling. Oh my god. If I have to cut this out, I'll tell you guys why when I get there. Haven't said anything meaningful or value. That being said, I tuned into the podcast on Spotify and went to my homepage after. It got me thinking, is this gonna be something? Are we gonna start actually talking about something? Okay, here we go. Here's some actual questions. Fuck yeah. Hey, actually, you know what? I shouldn't even judge because love the setup. And just like, whatever. You can talk about whatever. I mean, maybe don't get that meta where you're talking about telling me that you're thinking about writing something, but you don't know what to write, so you might write something. I mean, as long as you get to a point, that's fine. Send them in. HotTakeClamBake@gmail.com. Call. Okay. Back to the fucking letter. Let's keep going. Here we go. Okay. Are there things that you listen to that you are kind of like reluctant to admit to people? Not even because they're cringy or just objectively bad. I'm not even talking about a guilty pleasure because we all have those, and it's cool to be proud of you. Cool to be proud of, parentheses, of course you can talk about those too if you want. I mean, yeah, you don't have a choice. I'm going to talk about whatever I want. No, I'm talking about like that weird, obscure crap that if you showed someone something, they'd be like, do you want to talk about something? Or are you okay? Is this like a cry for help? What is wrong with you? These are all fair questions for most of my playlists, I feel like. I guess I just got to go further with it. Do you think what someone listens to can define them, either for themselves or for other people, advertently or inadvertently? For example, say someone tells you that they don't like music or they love Creed. You know who they are, right? Oh, I do. It's me, brother. I got Scott staph infection and I got it real bad, okay? Can you take me higher? We're going to fucking get struck down because of how goddamn good that was, okay? Do you know how deep it runneth within my veins, brother? Yeah. I know who those guys are who like Creed. It's like when someone says they don't believe in aliens. Like, really? That's weird. You understand how big the universe is. Are you eccentric or just egocentric or just dumb? You really do understand something about who they are. Sorry if this is too long. I don't think you should be sorry at all. I think you could have gotten to your point a little faster, but I'm not going to judge you for that because I fucking love this letter. This is a great questions. This is a great questions and terrible font. Like, honestly. I feel like we don't need to go back to the whole point where we can probably stop after he said, that's why I've said nothing of value. So, like, is there music that, are there things that I listen to that I'm kind of reluctant to admit to people? Not even just because they're cringy or objectively bad. Not even a guilty pleasure, but something that kind of would make someone worried. So, like, I mean, if you're talking about in, like, terms of, like, wow, deep, 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 dark depression music, I mean, yeah, for sure. I have a playlist that's called Sad Boy Style BS, and I mean, I guess you could probably just look that up if you really want to listen to it. You can listen to that playlist, I don't think you can contribute to it, but fucking yeah, that's my sad music, and there's some shit in there, man. There's some stuff, and like even just like the names of songs get really dark at some point. There's a song called Extension Cord. I mean, I don't think I need to explain that too much. But like, there's, the band Teen Suicide. They're fucking great. They probably should have chosen a different name because like, it's a little bit hard for a lot of people, I think, to hear that. 1 second. Check. All right. Hopefully I haven't been blowing your ears out. I just realized that my headphones weren't actually playing into my head, and it was we'll see if it even recorded for like that whole time. Right? Hold on. You could hear me the whole time. No, where the fuck was I? Because now I can hear me, so I can make sure I'm not just screaming at you. All right. Let's do this thing. Back to words that I was talking about. Yeah, I mean, and like that's like, kind of stuff that might make people ask questions, But I think that really depending upon the person, you can show them some pretty mild music and they would kind of be worried about you. You know what I mean? Like, I remember a few years ago, I was playing just like sorority noise in the car with my sister, and she literally asked me like, "Are you okay?" And it wasn't even like that, like, it wasn't even that dark of their music. Like, they have some songs like Your Soft Blood is a pretty intense song. That one's pretty sad, I guess. But like, no, it wasn't even that bad. It's just like, it depends what the person is kind of where they're at, So I don't know. But there's things that I'm embarrassed to admit that I listen to for other reasons. There's this fucking like there's this I don't even know what you'd call them, like a electronic kind of group. They're from Russia. They're called Little Big. Right? Found out about them through Oliver Tree, which I'm not really too ashamed to admit. I fucking loved Oliver Tree for so long, dude. He's does such cool shit. He acts like a weirdo on social media, but that's always been his brand. He's been fucking doing that for like 5 or 6 years now. He went and fucking filmed those weird ass music videos over in like some Eastern European country and just was like, he did it right, So I got nothing but respect for him. But he did a like a EP with Little Big, and that's how I found out about this band. And Little Big is one that I would say that I'm a little bit embarrassed to admit to people. I kind of like it. I kind of like a lot of their stuff, and part of it is because they do mad weird music videos too, like that. But the other part is it's just got something about it, it really thumps, I think it's in my blood, okay? Because my dad fucking likes what's that shitty band from that shitty racist band from South Africa, the fucking apartheid style racism band. He likes them, and good lord, it is the strangest thing to see a fucking late 50s man. He just loves to listen to him while he's plowing for some reason. Plowing snow. He's a snowmobile. Very interesting. But anyways, they sound kind of similar to that, but without the apartheid so much and more just like weird shit. Like, dude, the song that I'm specifically thinking of is Skibbity. Honestly, you know what? You guys, most of you are listening on Spotify, okay? I see the analytics. I'm watching you. Big Brother style, okay? I'm watching you. You are not watching me and my show. I'm selling your data to Amazon, Verizon, AT&T, cable companies, and more. No, but seriously? No, seriously, bro. Fucking go right now. And don't play the fucking song, okay? Finish listening to the podcast. I got cool stuff to say. And it'll also kind of be funnier if the song just starts after. So what you need to do is press those 3 little dots next to Little Big, Skibbity, okay? Skibidi, I think, right? You press the 3 little dots, you press add to queue, and next up is going to be that song. And you're going to see why I'm probably a little fucking bit embarrassed to admit that I listened to that. Because it's got like a rooster crowing, and like then it just like starts to modulate the rooster's crow into the fucking melody of the beat, and it's something. And that band is just, I guess I'm going to call them a band. Yeah. I mean, it's like 4 or 5 people. They have some of the weirdest, most interesting videos. As for whether or not the music is great, sometimes it's a real hit. Other times the video is just fucking cool and weird and very strange. There's like one with him like walking around like a senior citizens fitness club and like just turning all the ladies on, you know what I'm saying? And like, yeah, it's a fucking great, they're very interesting. So I would say they're a guilty pleasure for sure. And like, not even just because, yeah, they're cringy or objectively bad, but I think someone would be like, what's up? Are you okay? I'm curious if other people have this. This is actually a great question to ask everybody, but I feel like a lot of people wouldn't be honest. So you know what? You know what we're going to do on Spotify? I'm going to make a public playlist that you guys can add shit to. It's going to be called, what should we call it? Clam Jams. Yeah, it's going to be the Clam Jams playlist. I'm going to make that shit, bro. And you guys can add anything you want to it that's fucking terrible and just get it out there. It'll be anonymous. I'm pretty positive. So like, fuck yeah. Clam Jammers, we're going to jam together to some really fucking bad music, my guys. Put it in there. Let's go, party people. Oh, man. Outside of that, for like, like guilty pleasures, like pretty simple stuff. You know, like I love All American Rejects. Can't help it. All right. I don't have a choice about that shit. I listened to it once when I was like 12 and fucking boom, done deal. Oh, you know what? Actually, Rob writing this letter. He plays guitar in my band Dwarf Cannon. Check out the link tree. Okay, there's plenty of stuff of us in there. And if you check that out, Rob and I, we used to play in a fucking death metal band together. And before that, both of us separately learned on our own accord. He on guitar and me on bass. We both learned Swing Swing by All American Rejects as our first song. So you know what? I am proud of listening to that. Hell yeah. I'm not going to keep them my dirty little secret. All right. We move along. Boom. Fucking references. Oh my God, you guys. I could get a job with all these references. Tyson did low-key fall off, though. But I don't want him to sue me for defamation and shit, so I'm gonna move along for real. Yeah, so to go further with it, do you think what someone listens to can define them, either for themselves or for other people, advertently or inadvertently? That's a very interesting question. You know what? I would say that it does in a way. You know, like music is like hypnotic. It's like brain programming sometimes, man. It makes you feel different emotions for a reason, you know? And some people want to listen to sad music and wallow, you know? Some people want to fucking listen to party music and get hyped up. Some people just want to kind of listen to something, anything, like that gets them kind of motivated. Like I know so many people who will just play like lo-fi hip hop in the background to get them fucking going, you know? And I don't even, it literally is just like to chill, relax, and study too. And it's not just the girl on the YouTube channel, okay? It's not just her. I have real friends that do that. I swear, please believe me. But anyway, and like I don't think it's like, I think you can choose to an extent whether it does define you, but it defines an aspect of you, you know? Like some people, and like, dude, especially when you're young, you will define yourself through music, you know? But like past that, like once you kind of grow up a bit more, man, it's really about the intensity with which you listen to music that defines like something about you. You know what I mean? Like you can become so many people within it. Like, it doesn't even matter what you listen to, because eventually if you really listen to a lot of music, your tastes are going to get so wild and varied. Like, you're going to listen to some shit you never thought you'd be listening to, man. I fucking have found so many artists in the recent history that are just old musicians that I never listened to. Like, dude, like it's silly to even admit, but like, you know what I mean? Like, no one ever showed me Glenn Campbell. You know, I didn't know that shit. That shit's fucking amazing. And like that, I'm finding music like that now in my late 20s, which is crazy to a lot of people. But like, I also put off a lot of old music because what I heard was just hair metal. And, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. There's a lot of hair metal I like that fucking rips. But I think I wrote off most music as being either a ballad or a fucking hair metal. And if it's hair metal, there's a 50-50 shot it is going to be a ballad to begin with. but it's the intensity with which you listen to music, I guess, really, that becomes like more a little bit defining who you are, you know, like there's people who that's their whole life. My buddy's dad, oh my god, dude, he showed me, he has literally, there's only like one step above, according to him, I don't fucking know enough about this, but like all I know is it was intense. There's only like one step above the speaker system that he can, that he has, that you can get as a retail consumer. Like, even what he's using is light years beyond some studios that your favorite music is being produced in. They don't even hear how good their own music really sounds like. And I know I'm fucking probably sounding like a total dweeb about it right now, but like, when you hear something like that that's set up so crystal clear, man, he played some Talking Heads, and holy shit, my brain almost exploded from the depth of that sound, man. And the fact that he has invested that much of his life, and like what he does is he invites his friends over to come hang out and listen to that music. He like spends his time down there in that area. He has those listening parties, and that like defines part of who he is for sure. But within that collection, there's so much variance. There's so much stuff that he listens to that you can't pin him down and say this is kind of who he is. All you can really see, I mean, you can start narrowing it down. You can start being like, oh, well, he has all this music from this era, so clearly he must be like this old. But then you start to think about it. You look at all this other shit he has, man. He has some jazz that goes way back. He literally started like in that I Think You Should Leave sketch with Tim Heidecker. He basically starts quoting those guys to me. But yeah, it's the intensity, because then you can, if you're someone who listens to new music a lot, or listens to music a lot, you will find new music, and other people really won't, and you'll kind of be ahead of that curve. Like, you know, like people will find out about music on like TikTok or like Facebook videos and like shit like that, like or even like on the news and the radio, like, but you'll be way ahead of that, and really all that says is more of what you have your finger on the pulse. Like, I don't think listening to something instantly defines you as a person. I think it speaks to a part of you. But if you really give almost any music a chance, it will speak to a part of you. You know? Damn, am I high, or is that kind of deep? Like, there's so much value in all kinds of music that, like, you might not think you would ever like. There's music that I never thought I would like again. Like fucking Little Big Skibbity. It's got a cool little dance too, okay? Watch the music video if you're on YouTube. Oh man. But I don't think it defines you unless you really want it to. And then it absolutely can. You can fucking let it define you however you want, but you have to also realize that the interpretation of that music is gonna forever be changing, and you're gonna have to go with that change, or else you're gonna fucking become an old head douchebag and tell everyone you can't do this that way because this isn't how X and Y and Z would have done it and back in my day. And you know, it just fucking slows everything else down. Music is about like making the cool shit as you want, and like there's always gonna be someone like making music that is in the style you still like. You just have to go look for them. If you want, like dudes will be like, there's no more rock and blah, 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 blah. Meanwhile, they're fucking playing like Imagine Dragons and shit like 21 Pilots on the fucking radio. It's like, good for those guys. Get your bag. But the problem is that no one supports all the smaller bands that are doing that, and there's like not as big of a market. So you, as a person who wants to see a heavy metal band, needs to find a local one and then like encourage them to exist. Or just fucking listen to Steel Panther. They fucking rock hard, bro. But yeah, I think that answers that part. I don't know. Because I don't think that, unless you want it to, I really don't think that music defines you. And as for me, having Creed, Staph Scott infection, that doesn't define me. That is a part of me. It is a medical condition, and I've been treating it to the best of my ability. But, okay, you do say here when someone says that they don't like music, that's weird. That is weird. And even, you know what, liking bands like Imagine Dragons and 21 Pilots and Creed is like in being genuine in liking them. Okay, whatever. You know, I don't give a shit. Like Nickelback too, like whatever, dude. They got some songs that bang. Fuck you like an animal. You're goddamn right. I want ramen noodle hair man to fuck me like an animal. Oh man. But like saying you don't like music at all is super interesting to me, because it's like, what, you don't like any of it? There's none of it. Nothing of music at all. No music that has ever been created is something that you enjoy. It's like, what are they listening to? You know? Because they must be just hyper embarrassed to admit they listen to anything. It's maybe they're just listening to fucking footstepping ASMR all day, and that's why they don't want to let people know they even have fucking ears, bro. But I don't understand how there's no music you could like, you know? I mean, start at classical and work your way forward. I mean, even like rhythmic drumming, start there. Start at the root. Start at the very beginning. Harmonizing and stuff like that, you know? I don't know, man. That's crazy to me, to not like music at all. And you know what? I feel like a lot of the time people even say that. I feel like that's literally just like looking for attention type shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, you like something. You just don't want to talk about whatever it is you like. And it's fine to have fucking very minimal or simple music interest. It doesn't have to be, because it doesn't have to be part of what defines you, in the sense of that listening to a lot of music is what defines you, in a sense, you know? Yeah. All right. That's that. Right? It's like when someone says they don't believe in aliens. Well, that's a whole nother conversation, honestly. I'm feeling pretty tired. I feel like I put in a lot of effort, considering I'm still testing positive and a little bit sick. And I feel like I answered this question. And I don't think that people are egocentric or just dumb. Sorry, I'm trying to read like through the letter. It's a big one. So I'm trying to read through it while I talk a little bit. I don't think that people are just egocentric or dumb for not liking music or having very simple music tastes. It's fine, bro. But if there's some music that you really want to speak to, you let it speak, baby. Okay, go listen to my music. How about that? Go listen to Dwarf Cannon. Me and the guy who wrote this letter, we're in a band, and we play music together. So how about you listen to that, Clam Jammers? And also, submit your songs, okay? This playlist is going to be public. I'm serious. I'm making this motherfucker. I'm like putting my hand up in the air like I'm addressing a crowd. Like, this is so silly. Oh, my God. All right. Fuck yeah, guys. I love you. Have a beautiful day and stay safe out there. Don't get monkeypox now, all right? Smooches, baby. So much for listening, Clam Jammers. I appreciate you guys very much. Make sure that you rate and review the show and all that stuff. It really, really helps me. And, you know, whatever, okay? I'm sorry that I need help, okay? I'm weak. I love you guys. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye. Oh, wait. Also, enjoy. Up next.
Little Big with the song Skibbity. Here on Radio Ken.